Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is JupiterJames, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little motivation and advice per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and this and that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly what the universe wanted from us. And it is with that language that we were able to read our birth charts and understand the assignments that we've been given. That way we got to our dreams further and faster. And so I'm just here today behind this camera to remind you of the innate gift and the innate knowledge that you already know. That way we get to our dreams further and faster. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. Today we're going to get into Uranus in the 8th house. Now, Uranus in the 8th house is going to be someone who is very, very genius level when it comes to their changeability and their psychic forces. But before we go ahead and unpack that aspect, let's go ahead and separate the aspects. That way we can do more with them in life and in the birth chart and just in general. That way when we see Uranus playing out in the world, we can go, okay, that's giving Uranian energy. And when we see 8th house energy playing out in the world, we can go, okay, that's gonna give me very much 8th house energy, you know? Now, as an astrologer, whenever I see Uranus in the birth chart, this is gonna give me the unique streak of the person, okay? This is gonna give me where this person exudes the genius level forces within them and also the rebellious qualities within them. Where does this person find the most changeability within their life, and where when the person does that thing that Uranus is pointing to, people go, it's where when you do it, you say, you know what, y'all are doing it like this, but I'm gonna do it like that, and I'm gonna see what I get, you know, and you usually come out on top. It's you taking the untraditional, unconventional route. That's Uranus, okay? So now with the 8th house is all about bed pleasures. It's all about the taboo, dark things in the world. It's all about the mysteries and the occult, the psychic nature of life. It is ruled by Scorpio, Pluto, and Mars. So no matter what planets and no matter what sign is in your respective birth chart, the default planet and the default sign that rules the 8th house is Pluto, Mars, and Scorpio, okay? And this is going to give a very watery, emotional, deep, psychic, undercurrent, dark world of the zodiac, okay? It's the things that we don't talk about at the dinner table with our parents, okay? We don't talk about sex, we don't talk about debts, we don't talk about taxes, we don't talk about, you know, we don't talk about the occult, we don't talk about demons, we don't talk about the devil, we don't talk about astrology, we don't talk about those things with our parents at the table when we go home. That's the 8th house, okay? So what happens, and the 8th house is all about other people's money, okay? It's all about the money that you inherit, or the money you inherit when you get into a marriage. You know, it could be your in-laws' money. It could be the money that you marry into, other people's resources and other people's money. Now, what happens when we put Uranus in the 8th house? Uranus in the 8th house is gonna give me energy of someone who probably loves very weird things when it comes to what turns them on in the bedroom, okay? This person is going to like very much, you know, I don't know what I can say or what I can't say in this video in order to not be demonetized, but by me saying that alone, that's what that means. It's like you like the most adventurous, the most far out things in the bedroom that gets you your attention. You know, if it's not fun or spontaneous or a little weird or strange in the bedroom, you're gonna be bored. You're gonna be like, I don't wanna do that. Like whether it be the person you're with or the things you're doing, you're gonna need some type of excitement that is very taboo in order to get your rocks off, you know? And if it's not that way, then you're gonna be very distant from it. You're gonna be detached. You're gonna be like, I don't care about that. Like, I'd rather not have that. I'd rather not have sex tonight or with anyone unless it is extremely exciting or taboo in some senses of that word, okay? Now, this could also be someone who is very technologically driven in the bedroom or in how they receive other people's resources. You could gain a lot of money through I would very much suggest that or advise that for you if that's something you want to go into. I'm not advocating that for anyone that doesn't want to do that. I'm just saying I'm giving you the best possible thing in this world that Uranus would like in order to be successful in that. You know, I'm not saying that that's something you need to do. I'm just saying that's one of the things in the world that Uranus is ruling. Uranus is ruling. Okay, and so if you do that, you would be very good at that. Okay, so with that being said, Uranus in the 8th house, you're going to get very sudden gains from other people's resources. You're going to find yourself going through very, very weird occurrences when it comes to you transforming in this life. Things just suddenly happen where you have to move, where you have to change, where you have to uproot your life and go through this dark night of the soul. You're probably always changing. Every 5 years, every 2 years, every 10 years, there's a dramatic growth, there's a dramatic change that happens within your life, and through that you probably gain a lot of money. Through that you probably find yourself, you could be a millionaire one day and be very wealthy and then be on food stamps the next day, and then back to being wealthy again, and back on food stamps the next day, back to being in a penthouse, then back to living with your parents. It can be very much like that, where it just changes you, because with Uranus being in a Scorpio driven house that is driven by change, you're going to be someone that is, it's like change on change. Like, you're going to be changing a lot and transforming a lot in this life, and it's going to be something that makes you very intellectual. You know, you're going to, by you changing and transforming so much, it's going to give you a higher mind and a higher insight as to what this life is all about. You know, you could be someone that is very good at astrology, because it's almost like you blend science with spirituality, and that becomes magic, right? It's like you've cracked the code because you can see the patterns and the intricacies of this life and of this world, and you can see the patterns very easily. It's like you almost are like a computer when you dissect the secrets of this life. You can really see into people and know exactly what they mean and what they're going to do before they do it. This can give you a very psychic flair, because Uranus is already a higher octave of Mercury, and Uranus sets the trends. You know, Uranus is up on the trend and up on what's trending and projecting what is projecting. And so when you put it in a house that is psychic already, you are going to be someone that is very psychic. You're going to be someone who is very astrologically in tune. Videos like this excite you. Videos where you are able to be on the internet. Number one, you're on your phone or you're on your computer and you're scouring the internet, researching, right? But you're researching about astrology. This moment right here, or just you, this act of researching about the secrets of the universe, excites you. Just the act of researching alone. Not even this video in itself, but I'm saying the act of you just being on the phone, using technology to discover and uncover the secrets of this life, satisfies you in a way that you can't explain. You know, I'm probably scratching that itch, like, wow, you're right. Like, that's exactly what that is. Like, when you're on the computer and you're researching things, it's like you and the computer are one. You and the computer, you can type in certain things where, like, if you change the letter or you change the way you word it, the computer spits up something back to you, and then you get a different secret from what is going on. You really like to research the undercurrent things of the world, and you can be very, 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 you can have a lot of foresight when it comes to what is going on. This could also be someone that, you know, when you say certain things, right? When you project certain things, and I'm sure you probably grew up in a family where you would say something and you would tell people, hey, I know this thing is gonna happen. I know my brother is going through this hard time, or I know that, you know, this needs to be brought to the attention of something that is very psychic or whatever. And they're like, no, like, you're just being paranoid, or you know, and then it comes to pass and you're like, I tried to warn you. This gives that energy of that, because when you do try to tell people what is going on, people will rebel away from you a little bit. People are a little like, they don't really want to receive it, but you just have to ignore it. You have to find a way to make people receive it, and I'd say the best way to do that is to do it in a roundabout way. You know, with Uranus here in the 8th house, you're going to be someone that is very you are emotionally blocked off a little bit from relating with people emotionally, especially in the bedroom, unless it excites you. That's what I'm saying. Unless you find a person that is very exciting in the way that you deem exciting, or they fit that thing that is very taboo for you, then that's when you'll be emotional with someone in the bedroom. But for you, it's like, it's very hard for people to, when they ask you how you're feeling, you are like, unless you really trust this person, you'd rather not bond with people on that level. Like, you'll keep things very light and very free and very just like, okay, like, everything's good, everything's all right, how are you? Like, you'd rather know what other people are feeling, but when people ask you how you're feeling, you don't want to give them that information. You don't really want people to know how you are feeling and what you are really going through. Because Uranus is in a Scorpio-driven house, and so you're going to be very secretive, but you are going to want to know those things about other people. So that's how that's going to play out with that energy. You will probably find yourself in a sudden marriage that gives you really big gains in this life. You'll probably find yourself in some situation that transforms your life dramatically, that just happens. You know, it just happens one day, and like, you get a lot of money from it, or something happens within a transformational period of your life where your money situation transforms, whether that be a big marriage, and you'll probably be very distant from your in-laws as well, because this is the house of in-laws. Uranus separates that emotion and that bonding from that, so you'll be separated from that. So it'll be a hard go trying to get along with your in-laws, but I do know that the person that you'll marry will bring a lot of money to you, and they will transform your life dramatically in a very dramatic way. You know, Uranus is going to take on a very dramatic flair here with all those outer planets and a malefic ruling all that. That is one big gumbo soup. You got Uranus, you got Pluto, you got Mars in one house. It's gonna be show-stopping for sure. You know, it's gonna be fireworks. They are all gonna have a party with you. But you're a great transformer in this life, and you can be someone that uses your mind to transform others, and your higher mind to transform others. You know, if you at night, when you are by yourself and you cut off the TV, you go to bed at night and you really are up at night thinking, your best insights come to you at night, and you get flashes and you get glimpses of things and knowings of this universe. You know, the universe sends you signals from time to time, and it just gives you insights from time to time that you go, wow, okay, yeah, that's right. Oh, that's why. Like, keep asking why, okay? Keep asking why. Be an endless person that asks why, okay? Be the person that is always asking why. Say, just why is the sky blue? Why are people like they are? Why? Just ask why for everything, okay, in your mind, and you will get the answer. And that's because Uranus is attached to the higher mind, and within this house, you can ask a question and you will get downloads, okay? You will get something from the ether, from source, straight to you, and you will have the knowledge of it. You will have the foresight of it. All you gotta do is just keep asking why. Ask the why behind everything, okay? When you do that, you will become more and more psychic. You will become more and more able to, with your intellect, with your mind, you will take on a very psychic flair. So don't run away from that. Don't veer from that. But you could be so genius level smart that it takes on a very psychic flair. You could be someone that you think that you're just being intellectual and smart, but then people are like, wow, he is reading me for filth. Wow, this person had just like summed up my whole life, strumming my pain with his fingers, you know, and you think you're being intellectual, but really you are being so intellectual that it breaks into the territory of being psychic. So that could be you for sure. So yeah, I really hope that this video, if this is you actually, could you write down what your Uranus house is in, what sign your Uranus in the 8th house is in, because that would better help me to help you understand what that means, and I'll respond to you what that could mean for you individually, okay, and what you could be experiencing with your Uranus 8th house sign that your sign is in, okay. I would love to do that for you guys, but I really hope that this video helped you and encouraged you and motivated you. Continue to be the psychic driven person that you are. Continue to be the smart, individualistic person that you are, and really find someone that excites you in the bedroom, okay? Don't go for people who that fit the norm, because that just won't do for you, okay? Be with someone who excites you and brings spontaneity within your love life and your romantic life, and go and try to shake things up and have fun and lean into that part of you, because then that could help you bond with people on a deeper level. You know, you could feel alone a lot of the times, as far as like, damn, who am I gonna find that will really bond with me on that level or get with me on that level? But it's gonna take someone to get with, they're gonna have to please your mind before they can get into your soul, okay? If they can please your mind and get on that wavelength with you in the mind and excite you and have excitability, that would help you open your soul to someone. So really heed that advice and take that advice. And I really hope that this video helped you and inspired you in some shape or form, all right? If you guys want me to do a different video on a different aspect within your chart, just let me know and I will put that in my queue and I will try to have that up momentarily, all right? Well, I'll see y'all on the next one. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day, okay? Bye. I'm rooting for you. Bye.